What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be giving you guys the best Bruen Mk9 LMG class in Modern Warfare 3. We're now in Season 4. So I had to pull this gun out and dust off the cobwebs and give it a few runs. Now the original class I was running, it did pass really decently for like the Forge grind, Interstellar grind, all that good stuff. But I've gone through, I've changed up a bunch of attachments and this thing feels super smooth, super high quality. It feels like a new gun. It feels great. So I'm going to give you guys this class on screen, and if you want your gameplay to just look as good as this, be sure to stay through to the very end. I will not only give you the attachments, but I'll give you the best class overall, just to bring out all of the good of this gun, just to fix it in where its faults may be, and just, make it an all-rounded, really fun LMG to use. And honestly, I have to say, I love this LMG. It's probably one of my favorite guns to use aside the Pulmiet, because these two LMGs are just super good. They're highly accurate, they do a lot of damage, and they have a lot of range, which just makes them so much more fun to use than some of the other guns in this game. So I have to say, this is definitely an LMG that you're going to not want to pass up on using. I know some people have their opinions on LMGs, and maybe they're just having to use them because of the camo grind, but you're in luck because this is a very fun LMG to use, and this class is definitely going to improve it. So what it generally does as a breakdown, this class, is it will improve your recoil. So not only will it make it pretty much as mitigated as physically possible, but it will also make sure that you're getting a decent enough range, you're getting high damage at all ranges, and you're also going to have a pretty decent ADS and sprint to fire speed, as well as your mobility isn't going to be too slow. So you're going to get a lot of ammo as well. So this is generally just a lot of fun to use. With that being said, and that general little tiny breakdown being out of the way, let's get to the class setup. Okay guys, so here we are on the class setup area. As you can see, the primary, of course, is the Bruen Mk9. That is what we're talking about here. Secondary, I'm just running the RGL 80. I thought it was a very similar kind of weighted gun to use as a secondary. Something nice to switch to if I get in a panic and, I want to just pull out this bad boy and blow a bunch of people up, Why not? We've got that as a secondary. As for the vest, I'm using the infantry vest. I was originally thinking that the gunner vest could be a nice choice, but I don't fancy running two primaries, and I don't fancy taking boots off, because boots are very important for this kind of weapon, especially considering it's one of the more heavier duty type of weapons. So I really didn't want to put on the gunner vest, and I was also thinking of it this way, that, well, we don't really need to worry about deploying with maximum ammo, because the LMG already contains 200 ammo overall, 100 in the rounds, 100 in reserves. You don't really need to have the gunner vest for this type of weapon. It's already carrying enough ammo, and plus you get the field upgrade, which you can put as the munitions box like I have, if you really need any additional ammo. So this one is the best, and a lot of people are already using this by default, but the reason I'm going to explain why this is good for LMGs is, of course, it's going to increase your attack sprint duration and reduce your refresh time. Now, something I've actually just realized that is actually kind of good for you to remove this, actually, on second thought, is because I actually am running the all-terrain boots, which stops attack sprint. I've literally just realized that. I'm such an idiot. So I would say infantry vest is probably the best to use with another pair of boots, because the boots I'm running, as you can see, it literally disables tactical sprint, so it doesn't matter about the tac sprint refresh time. But the infantry vest, at the end of the day, is the default. I would have left it as that anyway, but this one is quite a debatable one. Some people might want to join me on this and select the all-terrain boots for significantly increased movement speed. Some of you might also think that the lightweight boots should be used instead, and I would say generally this is going to make more sense because of the vest that we're using, just to use a lightweight boots and not to use the all-terrain boots. But I honestly just wanted to have the default for the vest, and yeah. But anyway, as far as tactical and lethal, it's just stim and, well, sticky grenade is what they're calling it now. Yeah, I don't know why they've changed the name of it from Semtex to sticky grenade. I guess people are just so stupid nowadays, they actually need it watered down to Fortnite level of logic, so it's just called sticky grenade. Yeah, I'm just going to call it the Semtex because that's exactly what it is. So Semtex, I've got that there. And then, of course, I've got munitions box. So for gloves, I'm actually running the commando gloves. This is going to allow us to reload whilst we're sprinting and improve our sprint to fire, which are two things that you generally do want to improve for an LMG because, you know, reloading while sprinting is kind of already an issue. I mean, reloading can be quite a slow task with LMGs. So if you want to be sprinting about, you're definitely going to want to improve that as well. And sprint to fire is often a big problem as well for LMGs. LMGs, especially the heavier ones like this. So that's why I'm running that. Again, I'm still laughing at myself for that. Honestly, putting all-terrain boots on and realizing that it literally does nothing for the vest at all. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's a personal choice. I didn't really want to use any of the other vests anyway, because as you can see, a lot of them start taking other stuff off, adding stuff on, and I just wanted the default class setup system going on. Yeah, and then as far as gear, I'm running the EOD padding. This is going to reduce the damage from non-kill streak enemy explosives and enemy fire. So it just makes us extra bulletproof whilst we're carrying this heavy-ass gun. Because you can imagine if you're running a little bit slower, you're not running and gunning as fast as you would with a lighter weight gun, you're probably going to sustain a lot more fire from players because you're not really able to get about super quickly and hide very quickly. So yeah, but anyway, now onto the attachments. And yes, as you can see, the attachments are taken off so you goobers can't fucking pinch them before I've explained them. Okay. So, with that being said, let's get to the first attachment, and it's the muzzle, the monolithic suppressor. This thing, this baby right here, whilst it might take a bit of a hit to ADS, it is going to significantly improve your recoil, and this is something that actually cannot be underestimated. It's an awesome, awesome muzzle, and yeah, I honestly really like this as well. It also has another great pro to it because it makes you undetectable by the radar. So, pretty good for people who are playing in core. I normally play hardcore typically, but as you can imagine, people in core are going to have radar up all the time, so that's quite a nice bonus to actually get from this suppressor. The very next thing I'm using is the barrel, and the barrel I'm running is the 23 XRK Horizon V2. This is also going to greatly improve your recoil and gun kick control, and it's going to give you extra bullet velocity. As you can see so far, both of these attachments have taken quite a bit of a hit to ADS, but you will notice the ADS will come back up and it won't be too heavily affected for this class either way. Next, we are running the underbarrel, and it is called the F-Tac RS Stealth Angled Grip. This thing has done an awesome improvement to horizontal recoil. So horizontal recoil, you will actually notice without this underbarrel, is quite a bit of a problem with this gun. So this has gotten rid of that completely. It's improved your tack stance spread and your aiming idle sway. So honestly, I think this is a really great way to go for this class, just to have that underbarrel for further stability of this weapon. And next, we are running the optic. The optic I'm running is the XRK On Point optic. This one is quite a bit of a scroll to get to, but it's honestly one of my favorite types of ones to use, especially for the LMGs, because it just looks so clean. Like, this thing looks great. You have a nice clean vision of what you're doing. It kind of improves your accuracy quite a bit as well. So it's a really nice clean sight to use. But of course, if you're one of those people who like the reflex sights, you can always switch that out. It's nothing serious. It's just kind of a personal choice. And finally, for the rear grip, we are running the Stip 40 grip for further recoil and gun kick control. So overall, you're going to have a super controlled LMG class here that's going to have pretty much zero recoil. At least it's as much mitigated as I can possibly find. I've made it as mitigated as possible. You're going to still have awesome damage range, output, all that good stuff, and you're not going to experience too much in the way of having slow mobility and handling. So unless you guys have found other ways of making the mobility and handling even quicker, then let me know. But I honestly didn't want to do that too much with the attachments because we've already got the rest of the class that's prioritizing all that movement and all that other stuff. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on this video for your boy. Helps me out, makes me happy, and makes the algorithm happy. So do us a favor, drop a like if you watched this far and enjoyed. Also, drop a comment and let me know what you thought of this class. Again, give me any feedback. I'm much open to hearing it. And also be sure to check out all the links down below in the description. That's much appreciated as well if you do check out all those links. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.